Hey everyone, I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I just felt like I needed to come back on, but do it from a different lens and a different source. And so I just been reading this book called The Crushing by T.D. Jakes, and it's been the MVP of the week. And I just wanted to give a little tidbit that really spoke to me because I am horrible at waiting. And I mean, I'm so impatient. I always want what I want right now. I'm sure many people have that instant gratification um, addiction like me. And so I just have been like super inconsistent. Like one day I'll be really peaceful, really like trusting God. I'm like, yes, this is going to work out. And then some days it's horrible. Some days I'm like, I hate this. I'm being negative. Some days I'm beating myself up. Like, oh, why can't you just trust every day? Why are you not trusting today? Just like really hard on myself. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend time with God. I'm gonna open up a book about God. So I opened up The Crushing by T.D. Jakes. And I just want to give y'all this tidbit that I found. And so it was in the chapter called A Vat Full of Weight, which I'm like, of course, the chapter I open up is this one. And so this section was called Taste Over Haste. And a couple of quotes from this section was, for if people get too close to us, oh, let me give you the background. So the crushing, right? It's about wine, and grapes need to be crushed to turn into wine. But there's a fermenting process. And during the fermenting process, the fermenting grapes can release a toxic gas. And so sometimes it can be so toxic that the person walking past will get knocked out from the gas, and sometimes they'll fall in to the wine, and sometimes they even drown. So it can be super dangerous, but it just goes to show the fermenting process. You need to be careful and cautious and gentle with that. And so this is what this section is talking about. All right, back to the section. So it says, for if people get too close to us during the process of casting off everything we have failed to release over the years, those same people can easily be rendered spiritually unconscious, never wanting to have anything to do with us or the venter we wish to emulate, the venter being God, of course. And then another part says, I cannot properly express to you my gratitude for the Lord having the wisdom to relocate me to private places, hiding me within his wings as he went to work on my character. I've learned the hard way that many people cannot handle the ugly parts of me. And that part really stuck out to me because I'm not even thinking about the outside source. I don't know if I can handle the ugly parts of me. I think I do a horrible job of being gentle with myself while I'm still growing in character, because this part, the fermenting part is necessary to make fine wine. And it's, like I said, it releases toxic gases during the process. And what I release during my waiting process is sometimes toxic. And I have to be patient with myself and handle myself with care, because those are natural to the human. And if I include God, I can be more peaceful with myself and gentle with myself. And so the takeaway for me is I want to let the moment pass. Instead of being mad at the moment, I want to notice that it's there and then accept that that's what's happening and wait for it to pass instead of beating myself up during the moment. And I just feel amazing. I feel like, wow, I just cracked the code to my waiting, because that's the main issue with my waiting. I get really upset. I get impatient with myself because I'm being impatient, and it's a never-ending battle. So I just don't want to be in that space anymore. I want to be in the space of, it's okay, God is taking care of it, and this feeling is natural and it will pass. And so this is one more quote from the book. It says, during times of change, upheaval, and transition, you become moody, unstable, emotionally irregular, and sometimes even contemptible. I know I can become all of those things and more. This is why you have to be careful with people while they're changing. You have to be mature and ready for whatever comes, because when the truth is told, you never know what you're going to get. So be cautious with how you handle someone who's in the midst of change, including yourself. So I'm going to be cautious and careful with myself whenever I'm going through change, because I know that it can be difficult. I know that it can be not always pretty, and that's something that I'm working on. But I hope that that helps somebody. This is just my first video back. They'll start to get better and more organized, but I just felt it on my heart to like share that with you guys. Like, be patient with yourself. The fine wine that people pay thousands of dollars for during the fermenting process, it was releasing toxic gases. So you have to be able to realize that and be patient with yourself in the waiting process when you have bad days. Because sometimes when you're waiting, it's bad and you don't like it. So anyways, that's it. Until next time.